right, thank you for taking a few minutes with Selig Film News, and welcome to your own world premiere. It's great to see you guys in Austin. How are you doing?
We're great. We're very pregnant, and
pregnant with films, pregnant with real humans as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna end up your interview with, so what's up next for you? But you could be busy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, this is our second baby now with John Paul, because when we went to him,
weird.
I know. When we went to him the first
During the time of filmmaking for this movie,
There we go.
We have conceived 2 children.
when we told him we wanted to make a
been so
movie
much
about
fun.
him, I was about this big the last time around, and so here we are again on the red carpet. And honestly, this movie has been our favorite movie of all the films we've made. It feels good. It's so much fun. It's super entertaining, and hanging out with John Paul, he's just the coolest.
So, okay, so you guys are known for the social consciousness documentaries. I'm thinking about The Big Fix. I'm thinking about Fuel.
Yes.
So, when did you get the idea? John Paul. John Paul is our next documentary subject.
Well, we met him 10 years ago at Sundance when our film won the audience award there,
Right.
Fuel. And he stood up in the audience and he's like, I think everybody in the world needs to see this film. We're like, well, he's pretty cool. And then hanging out with him, he's just such an inspiration, and he shows that people can do good business, but they can also do good. And he is the living embodiment of that. And that really was something we felt was worthy of documenting and exploring and making a film about and spreading. I mean, imagine if we saw more of that in the news. Imagine if we saw less greed and more conscious capitalism. That's really the purpose of this film, is to inspire businesses not just to be all about the bottom line, but to be about the triple bottom line. Yeah.
And the triple bottom line, it explains it in the film, but for our folks at home.
Well, people, planet, and profit. And really the big philosophy that I think John Paul shows in the movie, which is so important, is that you can be profitable, but you have to put the people and you have to put the planet first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so as I'm sure you guys know, Austin Film Festival calls itself the Writers Festival. And when I was taking my first film classes as a teenager, if you said, oh, a documentary screenwriter, I would have said, that doesn't make any sense. So what is kind of the role of the writer, the screenwriter in the documentary film?
Well, the writer on this movie, Johnny O'Hara, who knows where he is? He's around here somewhere. He's written all of the films that we've worked on. We've worked together for 10 years. Johnny is an exceptional screenwriter. But really, the writer in a documentary works on structure, they work on tone, they work on narration, and they work directly with the directors and the editor. They're very intimately involved. And in fact, Johnny wrote the other script that we have in the Austin Film Festival, The D Word, which is actually a second round script here at the Austin Film Festival. So he writes for both docs and for narratives.
Yeah, he made this fun. I mean, he's great at storytelling, and nobody has a better life story to tell than JP. I mean, he started off in a foster care. He was living out of his car on the streets. Literally, when he started Paul Mitchell with Paul Mitchell, he was living in his car, and the reason that the bottles are black and white is because that's all they could afford. So, and he was hanging around with Hell's Angels and Satan Slayer, and somebody like that, usually that becomes their life's path. But instead, John Paul, he pulled him up through hard work and through giving back, and he's managed to make this incredible empire that not only makes money but really takes care of its people. And I think a lot of the people down there in the line would agree with that, because a lot of them are Paul Mitchell students and hairstylists. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes with us. Congratulations on the film. Congratulations on the family.
Thank you.
And have a great night tonight.
Great. Thank you.